Detroit Awakened, Alternative, Current Commentaries. What's up, family? What is up? This is Detroit Awakened, also known as Revelations.Unveiled.Detroit. Family, they didn't got me. They didn't got me. So, did some content on the original channel. So, this is Detroit Awakened, my backup channel, and a channel where I can be a little bit more freer and express myself a little bit more so in the street level per se. Not a street guy, so let's get that on the record. But I'm here tonight because I'm ranting and I'm upset and I'm irritated. I got a strike on my channel. They shut me down for a week, family. So all of this was over COVID-19 content. So I'm going to go into some inner details of what's going on. But in essence, family, I am censored. I feel I've been censored. I'm stifled. I can't express myself. I feel like I'm being herded with the other sheep into a mind frame, a thought, a practice, what I'm supposed to believe because some agency, institution, government body, etc., is telling me based on information that they're getting from their cohorts of how I'm supposed to operate. And so, no, I am not common. So I'm here to rant and I'm here to rage against this COVID conversation, censorship, and conspiracies. So gonna go in and tell the story, let you guys ride along with me. I want the commentaries. I need to get some feedback. I need a strategy for anyone who has gone down the path of getting a strike, having content removed for simply expressing themselves as content creators. Now, I am not over the edge. No excessive profanity, no finger pointing, no race baiting, no hatred, no character assassinations, no gossip, none of that. We don't get down like that here at Detroit Awakened or Revelations.Unveiled.Detroit. So our channels or these channels were created for educational purposes, to study history, to study identity, to study those aspects of our existence as you see in the banner, those people of the family, people called by all kinds of different names of the oppressor outside of their true names of God. So that's what we do at our channels. And we comment on current events and we express the one opinion out of everybody else's in the world to say yay, nay, agree, disagree, stand on the fence, swing in the wind, whatever the case may be. But nevertheless, we violated some guidelines set up by the YouTube platform over COVID information. So, just so I was clear on the definition, I said I feel censored. So, of my mind frame, the type of way I'm built construction wise in terms of mentality, spirituality, individuality, etc., I'm in the words. So as I exclaim and proclaim, there's going to be some reading and we going to go in and out. So hopefully we can keep up with the information. And if not, please rewind if you're so inclined. Also follow the banners. In the finished product is going to be a video link for a band video. I need y'all all to check that out. Get some views to the creator for content. So what is censorship? What is censorship? So according to Wikipedia, family, censorship is the suppression of speech, public communication, or other information. This may be done on the basis that such material is considered objectionable, harmful, sensitive, or inconvenient, in quotes. Censorship can be conducted by governments, private institutions, and other controlling bodies. So the controlling body of YouTube censored my material under the guise of it being objectionable, harmful, sensitive, or inconvenient. So let's get it right, fam. The COVID-19, coronavirus, that's the thing going around globally. So you have to be careful on what you say because you don't want to offend people affected by the virus. Hey, we all been affected by the virus in some form. So the most massive way, of course, is having a loved one pass or having suffered the ill effects of the disease ourselves. But then for those of us who step back out of the wave of information and dry ourselves on the beach and we just begin to think critically, we look at numbers given. So there is a number rate given of people totally infected in America. That means under that number are other variables that are always clouded. So we have a number of people affected. We have a number of people who've died as a result of being infected. But the number is always clouded. How many people recovered? So at this point in time, there's over a 90% recovery rate for this so-called disease. And in biblical terms, it is called a pestilence. So I wanted to get the definition down so I could go in and make sure that I wasn't irrational, emotional in my irritation with YouTube. So this is what happened, fam. What did YouTube say? When Kate pop up, you wake up in the morning, you check this mess. And so, oh Lord, we did what you talking about? Okay, here we go. So COVID-19, oh my goodness. Can't talk about it. And then everybody's got to follow the common or the mainstream thought pattern. The word conspiracy has been demonized when it simply means an alternative thought to public information. So the public information given to us, they give it to us, we see it, they tell us what their framework or programming should be. And when we consider and think otherwise, now we are conspiracy nuts. When a conspiracy is simply two parties getting together to create mayhem, disharmony, tragedy, etc., against another group, or a conspiracy to do good. So conspiracy is a grouping of parties with an agenda. Plain and simple. Keep it real. Look at this. How Revelations unveiled. Our team reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our medical misinformation policy. We've removed the following content. In the video I'll put up, y'all, and here's the funny thing about this video. I put the video up. I was watching it myself. The sound was messed up on the video. So I said, oh my God, let me pull this video down so I can re-edit it and get it right. So I pulled the video down. It was gone for less than, it was on 5 minutes. Pulled the video down, went to work on editing it. So it's gone. Nobody could see it. So they banned, or no, they said they removed my video when I actually removed the video so I could re-edit it and post it. And they said it was for medical misinformation. YouTube lied on me, y'all. I took down the video. They didn't remove the video. We know this might be disappointing. Yeah, okay, whatever. But it's important to us that YouTube is a safe place for us all. For real, yeah. If content breaks our rules, we remove it. Nope. I remove the video for editing purposes. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal and we'll take another look. Keep reading for more details. How your content violated our policy. So, what did they say? YouTube does not allow claims about COVID-19 vaccinations that contradict expert consensus from local health authorities or the World Health Organization. Learn more. So, of course, family, like I said, I got to be in the business. So I had to learn more. What's more? So now I got to find out the video they said they took down, but I took down. What was the violation of policy? So we're going to go through this line by line very quickly to find out where I may, and if I see an area where that's questionable, I'll find out. But again, I took the video down. COVID-19 medical misinformation policy. The safety of our creators, viewers, and partners is our highest priority. We look to each of you to help us protect this unique and vibrant community. It is important you understand our community guidelines and the role they play in our shared responsibility to keep YouTube safe. Take the time to carefully review the policy or read the policy below. You can all check out the page. Okay, got it. YouTube does not allow content about COVID-19 that poses a serious risk of egregious harm. Of course, YouTube does not allow content that spreads medical misinformation and contradicts. We just read that in disclaimer. In regards to treatment, prevention, diagnostics, transmission, social distancing, and self-isolation guidelines, the existence of COVID-19, period. Note, here family, note, the YouTube policies of COVID-19 are subject to change in response to changes to global or local health authorities' guidance on the virus. This policy was published May 20th. Okay, what this means for me. All right. If I'm posting content, don't post content on YouTube if it includes any of the following. Key thing, I pulled the video down. So let's see what I may have violated. Treatment misinformation. Content that encourages the use of home remedies, prayers, or rituals in place of medical treatment, such as consulting a doctor or going to a hospital. See there, if you believe that the hospitals are a contributing factor to some of the deaths of the people that go in, specifically the older people and people with compromised breathing, you could be in violation. Didn't say that. Content that claim, wait a minute, no. Prayer, rituals in place of medical treatment. Got it. Content that claims there's a guaranteed cure for COVID-19. There's no guaranteed cure for anything. Other content that discourages people from consulting a medical professional or seeking medical advice. If y'all go to y'all doctor, go. If you want to go, go. Prevention misinformation. Content that promotes prevention methods that contradict local health authorities or the World Health Organization. What are the claims? Claims there is a guaranteed prevention method for COVID-19. There isn't. We're on planet Earth. If you breathe, your eyes are open, your skin is exposed, boom. Possible candidate. Claims that any medication or vaccination is a guaranteed prevention method for COVID. There is no such a thing. Claims about COVID-19 vaccinations that contradict expert consensus from local health authorities or who. Now, right there is no consensus of local experts over the COVID-19 vaccinations. You have some that say this, you have some that say that, you have the pharmaceutical representatives who are definitely going to give you the spin to get the money. Claims that an approved COVID-19 vaccine will cause death, infertility, or contraction of other infectious diseases. That's any possible side effect of any medication you take. Side effect. Claims that an approved COVID-19 vaccine will contain substances or devices meant to track or identify those who received it. Now, a claim is a belief. So if you believe something, don't say it or it will be removed. That is, if you believe in Santa Claus, but we know there is no Santa Claus, you still shouldn't get on YouTube and say there's a Santa Claus because there is not one, or they'll remove it. That's not true. All right. Where are we? Claims that an approved COVID-19 vaccine will contain substances that are not on the vaccine ingredient list, such as fetal tissue. we're going to go and find footage where doctors are making claims of the ingredients. So we'll just leave it to medical doctors, whom YouTube are going to remove them because they are not part of the global mainstream establishment. Claims that an approved COVID-19 vaccine will contain substances or devices meant to track those who receive it. We covered that. Claims that an approved COVID-19 vaccine will alter a person's genetic makeup. So I think they definitely don't want people to believe that an unproved, untested, unverified, a vaccination that's only in use under the emergency authorization, something EUA, emergency authorized administration, whatever. So if the government didn't authorize this because of quote unquote an emergency, it wouldn't be approved under normal guidelines for usage. So hey, is that not the truth? Hey, let us know. Where are we? Claims that any vaccine causes contraction of COVID-19. So let's see. When they give you the flu vaccine, there's a little bit of the flu strain in it so that your body will build the antibodies to then fight any common or current flu strain, because the mutations have to be inoculated for the next year. That's why you have a yearly flu vaccination. So, but even though they put a little flu in you to build up your immunities against the flu, no other vaccination could work like that. So we can't say that about COVID-19. Okay, got it. Claims that a specific population will be required by any entity except for the government to take part in vaccine trials or receive the vaccine first. Now, I don't know if it's a claim if when Bill and Melinda Gates make a veiled suggestion that healthcare workers and the older population and Black people should be at the top priority for getting administration. Are they making a claim? Does their video appear on YouTube? Does YouTube send strikes against the Bill and Gates people who made that statement or claim and have way more subscribers than me, and more people have seen what they said more than heard me? But anyway, let's see. Even if you believe that, don't say it. Diagnostic misinformation. Content that promotes diagnostic methods that contradict local health authorities or, okay. Transmission misinformation. Content that promotes transmission information that contradicts local, Content that claims that COVID-19 is not caused by a viral infection. I've never heard that. Content that claims COVID-19 is not contagious. If it's a virus, that's kind of self-explanatory. Content that claims COVID-19 cannot spread in certain climates or geographies. Planet Earth is where it's at, so that's pretty much the general span of all those. Okay, whatever. Content that claims that any group or individuals have immunity to the virus or cannot transmit the virus. Everybody can catch the virus pretty much if you are within the genetic code of human. So I'm not sure about that part. Content that denies the existence of COVID-19. So this is the little pool where most of the alternative thoughts, theories, ideologies, statements, phrases, and contention arises. The denial that COVID-19 exists. Okay. Claims that people have not died or gotten sick from COVID-19. Okay. Claims that the virus no longer exists or that the pandemic is over. I've never heard that they said that. Okay. Claims that the symptoms, death rates, or contagiousness of COVID-19 are less severe or equally as severe as the common cold or seasonal flu. No, because either people haven't gotten the common cold or the seasonal flu, or the reporting on those conditions have just dried up or died. But I don't recall actively or recently a statistical breakdown of the common flu effects or deaths, the seasonal flu and then superimpose next to COVID in terms of let's go a 2-year rate as an average. So hey, whatever. Educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic content. What does YouTube say about that? We may allow content that violates the misinformation policies noted on this page if that content includes context that gives equal or greater weight to countervailing views from local health authorities or to medical or scientific consensus. That's crazy because what they're saying is you can express your opinion, but if your opinion is 10%, you have to express the other side 40% so that it's prevailing or countervailing in weight than your opinion. That is ridiculous. Your opinion is 100% of what you believe, how you feel, based on your education, experience, etc. So let the alternative opinion express themselves 100%. Put the two opinions together and let the critical mind determine. Thank you. All right. What's the other thing? We may also make exceptions if the purpose of the content is to condemn or dispute misinformation that violates our policy. What? We may also make exceptions if the purpose of the content is to condemn or dispute misinformation that violates. So I had to think on that one. Okay, that probably is where it will catch a lot of people because I have to think on that one. This context must appear in the images or audio of the video itself. Provided in the title or description is insufficient. Lord, you have to go extra with what is it? Content that condemns or disputes misinformation that violates our policies. Wow. Okay. So I'm quite sure a lot of COVID strikes or warnings have fallen into that rabbit hole right there. That's tricky. Okay, well, let's get some examples of the content that's not allowed. Okay, denial that COVID exists. Okay, what? Can't deny it. Claims that people have not died from COVID. Can't deny people have died. Claims that any vaccine is guaranteed prevention for the method of COVID. No guarantees nowhere. Claims that a specific treatment or medicine is a guaranteed cure for COVID. Only the Lord, Holy Creator Himself. Claims that a certain people have immunity to COVID due to their race or nationality. I'm Black. I know some Black people, they say have died from COVID. I'm quite sure across the span of ethnicities here in Detroit, everyone's had a death as a result. Encouraging taking home remedies instead of getting medical treatment when sick. Based on your own personal immunology and history with dealing with sickness, people, y'all do as you feel. Discouraging people from consulting a medical professional if they're sick. If you want to go to the doctor, go to the doctor. Content that claims that holding your breath can be used as a what? Content that claims that holding your breath can be used as a diagnostic test for COVID. I have never heard that, but okay. Videos alleging that if you avoid Asian food, you won't get the coronavirus. Okay. That's new. I'll think about that. Videos alleging that setting off fireworks can clean the air of the virus and will prevent the spread of the virus. I've never heard that. Claims that COVID-19 is caused by radiation from 5G networks. Videos alleging that COVID-19 test is the cause of the virus. Hmm. 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 Claims that countries with hot climates will not experience the spread of the virus. If people from cold climates go to countries with hot climates and give it to the people, it's there. So whatever. Videos alleging that social distancing and self-isolation are not effective in reducing the spread of the virus. Are not effective. That social distancing, I mean, those are two words, but it's relative to the actions of the household. Claims that the COVID-19 vaccine will kill people who receive it, but it's a 90+% survival rate. Nope. Claims that COVID-19 vaccine will be used as a means of population reduction. Claims that COVID-19 will be used as a means of population reduction. Boom! That's where they got me, y'all. Hey, I'm going to take the L. I'm going to take the L because I got a banned video that's going to be in the description that speaks on, well, I'll go into that later. Tell you what happened. Videos that claim COVID-19 vaccine will contain fetal tissue. Claims that the flu vaccine causes contraction of the COVID-19, claims that the COVID-19 vaccine causes contraction or other infectious diseases that make people more vulnerable to contraction of other infectious diseases. Claims that the COVID-19 vaccine will contain a microchip or tracking device. Claims that the COVID-19 never causes serious symptoms or hospitalization. Okay. Claims that the death rate from the seasonal flu is higher than the death rate of COVID-19 because they won't put the numbers side by side for a reason. Claims that people are immune to the virus based on their race. It's the human race. It's only one. Claims that children cannot or do not contract COVID-19. They're humans, smaller versions, may have a stronger immunity, may be in that high 90% who may have gotten it and survived no problem. Yeah, okay, whatever. Claims that there have not been cases or deaths in countries where cases or deaths have been confirmed by local health authorities or the WHO. Okay, what happens if we know I got a strike and I got shut down for a week, no posts, no live streams. That's why we here. I love y'all. Thank you. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Check out the links. If you got love, if you're enlightened, educated, or entertained, there's a link in there for PayPal and etc. All that good stuff. So family, I came on, said I was censored. I'm gonna be a man about mine. Keep it real. So the video I had put together was entitled, what was that entitled? Here it is. Get this stuff loaded up, family. I made a video. Theme was Bill Gates. So I wanted to get be fair, wanted to get a general sense of the man. So I put together a video. We'll get to, there it is. Here's my video I put together. I had a video, it's 3 clips. First clip, him talking about him and his foundation, what they wanted to do, the COVID vaccinations, government participation, etc. Right? So second video in the this here, that remember, I removed the video myself because of sound issues. YouTube did not remove the video. The video, it contained this video here, which I saw on blackjunctiontv.com. So if y'all go to blackjunctiontv.com, blackjunctiontv.com. This video was the most viewed recently. Get it up. See me here. Get everything together. That was included in my video, and I gave all the credit, etc. So it was a deleted Bill Gates documentary. So the link is, hold on, let me get this link for y'all. The link will, and I want y'all to shoot over to this video, check it out, and get some insight. So in the video, it gives some history about Bill Gates. about some legal troubles he had, how he created the foundation to become the world's biggest philanthropist, how he then started this program to help the poor nations in Asia, well, more specifically India and the surrounding nations. And then he went into the continent of Africa with his vaccinations. Also, the result of those vaccinations and those populations having major issues with Mr. Gates, his foundation, his program. Also in there was some statements by Henry Kissinger that American foreign policy is depopulation of Africa. So that's not me, family. That's a government official, Henry Kissinger, on the record stating that American foreign policy, in conjunction with its European partners, is to depopulate Africa, to steal resources for themselves. So the African nations are in a state where they cannot be developed. There is constant agitation, civil unrest, ethnic wars. All these are the pots stirred of a wicked gumbo of the foreign policies of these Western European nations. Boom. That's in that video. Then we have propaganda, and that's another word. Conspiracy and propaganda. That shuts people down that are in the establishment. They immediately send out the SHIELD agents to holler you down, to shut you down, to keep you quiet so that you can express an alternate view for people of a critical thought and awakened eyes to consider. All right. The last part or video in the video I made was a clip by another YouTuber that was Jake Tapper and a doctor from the CDC, which indicated some horrific language as it pertains to the agenda of national policy and the COVID vaccination, where she said the governments must get in line with the vaccination policy to slow down opening up various states in the country. If the states open up and people begin to go back into society, as the doctor said, and I'll put all of the videos I put in my video in this one, the links. If these states open up their societies and businesses and normal proceedings, what will be the carrot that we dangle in front of American society to get the vaccine? So that sealed the deal for me. Everybody has how they feel about COVID. Everybody is inundated and overwhelmed with the tsunami of information. Everybody does not believe what the government says. Black folk. Hold on, let me put my family banner up. These people here. You people, and in the banner below. When has the government been trustworthy to you? When have you been treated correctly by the American government or any government in any society you traverse? When has the medical industry been trustworthy and dependable to you? When have you not been a victim of implicit or explicit bias or racism? Why are you at the top of the list to be vaccinated? Are you or were you involved in the culmination, creation, and dissemination of this pestilence? People, were you? So why is your name so common in the conversation? Why are you being spoken about as a minimal slice of the population of this country? Why can't you say how you feel about the government treating us wickedly as a certified documented history in the country? Socially, economically, spiritually, the where we live, our school educational systems, our general societal position at the bottom, our tender hearts, weary minds of having to encounter and deal with other nations who scorn, reproach, and hate us. So, once again, we have to believe what the World Health Organization tells us, recommends to us. What if I want to take my chances with the graces and the blessings of the Holy Power Creator and not wear a mask or take an unproven vaccination? What if I want to operate the best I can in my home and immediate surrounding area and any area I travail with a sense of normalcy as I would before they told us it was a global pandemic? Why can't we make fun and say plandemic? Why can't we say conspiracy, propaganda, depopulation? These are real words, real concepts, examples of execution in history. What are the violations of expressing one's belief? And to do so publicly is bravery outside of vanity and being arrogant. And for those who do so, the content creators who express with the passion and the virulence and the frequency of getting out these issues of our community. Why are we having so many issues? What's the problem? You should want to hear what everyone has to say so it can be said, so it won't fester and broil and boil and cause an instability in your action against society because you feel stifled and muffled and censored and bound and gagged and stuffed and buried. So, this is Detroit Awakened, backup channel to revelations.unveil.detroit. This train will keep moving expressions of our spiritual awakening and understanding this carnal existence we deal in. We're a special people because it's too much attention always on us, about us, to us. The salt of the earth we are. The style, the flavor, the juice, the swag, the glory. We are the it. So I'll do my time in jail and I don't feel sorry. And I'm going to say what I want to say. And if they strike me down, find me on Black Junction TV. I'll find some other avenues. When you see these videos posted, download them, share them immediately. Y'all hit the subscribe, share. I love you. I'll be back and I'm going to redo the video so you can see it. Again, check out the band video on Black Junction TV. Subscribe and share. I'll be back at revelations.unveil.detroit in a little while, family. I love y'all. It's been a pleasure. Have a good night. Oh, and before we go, want to take it home. Since I got all hyped up, y'all forgive me if I got loud. I got loud. Whatever. Over here gives me a chance to be loose and free. And I may curse and I may spit and I may show up on the camera one day. But we in the D. What up, though? We get down like that. So, going home with my easy listening music. Y'all enjoy with me. Till next time. Detroit, Awakened, Alternative, Current Commentaries.